All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We are back at the Oaks Center Ice as we get ready for this is rink number 3, and we are back here at the My Hockey Tournament, the Liberty Cup tournament here in Philadelphia, PA, at Oaks Ice Center, and Ashburn is taking on the Little Caps. Both these teams have won both of their games so far this this weekend. So, regardless of the outcome of this game, these two teams will go to battle tomorrow for the championship. So, we will stay tuned, and warmups will begin as soon as we have officials on the ice. We're going to get started just a little bit early. As the game before us ended with a little running clock, and these refs want to go home. We are the last game of the evening. So we will do this, and these guys will be back at it for the championship tomorrow at 12:50 Eastern time. So stay tuned. These guys are going to go out for warm-ups, and then we'll be right back with some late night hockey from the Oak Center Ice on Rudd Sports Broadcasting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right back here on Run Sports Broadcasting. All right, we are going to get ready for this third and final round robin game between the Caps Academy and the Ashburn Xtreme. Both of these teams will meet tomorrow in the championship at 12:50 Eastern Time, right back here at Oakside Center. I'll be bringing that live to you right here on Run Sports Broadcasting. Ashburn going to start with looks like Conchar and O'Neill on the wings, Cal at center, and then Apostolescu. Nice to see him back in the mix here, and Scott and Zach Morse at D, and that's how we'll start. And in net, tending the pipes, Sami DeVos. And we're getting ready. The players are ready. The goalies are ready. The refs are ready. And now the timekeeper is ready. Now, are you ready for some late night hockey? That faceoff won by Cal. Cal gets it across. He sends it through. Gets down. He sends that down, and that is a quick icing call. Faceoff coming back. Making some adjustments here to the camera, guys. Sorry about that. All right. Faceoff happening over here to Cal. Cal gets it up to Morse. Morse trying to get it out of the zone. Can't. Now trying to work their way through. It trickles in on DeVos. DeVos gets that one and he sends it up. Now working his way out of the zone. Caps Academy getting a hold of it as they look to get it down. Making some adjustments to the camera, guys. Sorry about that. All right, so we're down at the other end now. Caps Academy working. I'm sorry. That is Ashburn working for it. It's finally covered up by the Caps Academy netminder, and we'll have a face-off down there at the other end of the ice. Out in this face-off, looks like Conchar is out there with uh, Radaman and can't see who that is down there, but that is sent down the ice. That is going to go far enough for icing, and there will be a face-off coming up back inside the uh, the caps in as they get called for icing. Sorry, still trying to get reset here. We went on a little early today, so just trying to for this one. All right, face off there, tied up by Casey Conchar. Now a shot towards the net by Ryan. That's blocked away by the netminder, and now working their way through, getting across. Kept in at the line over there by Sterbutzel, and back comes Caps Academy. Caps Academy coming through, but it's stolen by Sterbutzel. Now a clearing attempt right through the middle, but that gets right back out, and it's sent up. And here goes Ryan. Ryan sending it in. He sends it across for Leeds. Leeds with a shot saved by the netminder, and now coming up the far side boards. Now dumping it out to center. His Rebic gets to it though and sends it right back into the offensive zone. Rebic trying to work his way in, but it hits off of Ryan's stick. And now back out Rebic. Rebic sending it up. He gets it down to Ryan. Ryan dumps it into the zone. Now working their way across. Now Radaman. Radaman working his way inside the zone. And tipped out. Tipped out. No icing as that gets tipped by a stick of Ashburn. And it comes around to the near side corner. Radaman gets it off. Now Rutherford tips it out to center and loses an edge. Now back here he comes. Back along the near side boards. Van Benton can't get it out. Murphy sending it around. Taken by Caps Academy. Bartle. Bartle sends it to the middle. That's tipped away there by Murphy as they continue to work it down here low. Now behind the net. Trying to send it up, and it finally does get out. And now Rutherford gets it out to center. But he's checked up off the puck. And now inside the corner. Working around. Now centering pass. That gets through, but no one there. And working their way out. Trying to send it up. Oh, and a drop pass for Rutherford, but he was going the other way. He zigged when he should have zagged, and it comes back out. There's not going to be any icing on this. And now Morse with it. Morse sending it up, looking for O'Neal, but that gets far down the ice, and that is icing. And that faceoff is going to come right back here in front of you inside the Ashburn end. 10:40 remaining here in the first period. Still a 0-0 game. Cal in for this faceoff. That's won by Caps Academy as they go ahead and get it around behind. Now trying to work their way through Morse. Morse trying to get it up the zone. Can't. And now down low. Working. Cal works it into the zone. Now finally sent up. Can't quite get it out of the zone. There's a shot towards the net. Sticked away by the netminder, Thomas DeVos. And now working their way out. Intercepted, but not able to hold the pass. And now getting free by himself and couldn't quite get the shot off. In the front there was number 14, excuse me, Pearson. Now that is sent down the ice, not far enough for icing according to the officials. So they will chase it down low. Now Caps Academy working their way back, coming through. Now a shot towards the net, but it gets out. Not able to get it out of the zone. And now trying to get up. Now checked up off the puck, but he gets it through to now turned over. Here comes Leeds. He works his way in, and that's sticked aside by the netminder. And now a hooking call coming up against the Caps Academy, and that'll put Ashburn on their first power play of the game. 9:35 remaining here in the first period, still scoreless. Ashburn has an upcoming power play to try and change that. Now, face off, taken. Couldn't see who that was. That was Leeds. He sends it around behind the net. Now, Cal trying to hold the line. Can't. Now, working their way back. Caps Academy coming back shorthanded. Trying to send it in. They stick around, stick handle around. And now Morse gets it around. Can't get it out. And now working their way up. Here comes Leeds. Leeds inside on the near side corner, trying to force the issue behind the net now. He wraps it around. There's a shot. Can't get out. Another shot by Cal. Now a shot towards the net. It gets through, but can't get the rebound. But it's held in a line by Morris. Morris with a shot that goes wide of the net. Cal's going to hold it along the near side board, far side boards. He sends it around. Now looking for Leeds. He gets it over to Leeds. Leeds with a shot towards the net. That's blocked out front by the defense. And back comes Caps Academy. Caps Academy working their way through. Kodrag's around one. DeVos can't handle the puck as it rolled in because there was a Caps Academy player coming right in on him. And now sticked off to the corner as Morse gets it. Morse sending his way up. He sends it up to Rebich, and a little miscommunication there by those boys. And now working their way back. Sending through Van Benton. Van Benton sends it back behind for Rebich. Rebich with it. He sends it up and trying to get out. Can't get it out of the zone. And now Van Benton going to chase it down. He sends it around. Working his way up. Radaman gets it into the zone. It's taken and it's flipped all the way down by flipped and sent all the way down by the Caps Academy. That's icing, and we will get a face-off down inside the cap zone. 7:45 remaining here in the first period. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. That face-off won by now a shot towards the net by Revich. That gets sticked aside by the netminder, and now I think the net came off. And so because the net came off, we have a face-off going to be inside the zone, taken off by the Caps Academy. So face-off coming up to the left of the Caps Academy net. Now in for this face-off. Face-off there won by Conchar. It is sent out of the zone on the shot by Rebic. It's tipped by a stick of a defender, and so it goes out of play. But now Caps Academy is back at full strength as we go back now. Leads. He gets that back. He gives it to Rebic. Rebic trying to send it across to Strabutzel. Strabutzel sends a shot towards the net. It goes wide. Now down low. Working their way out. Sent out of the zone, but out of play also by Caps Academy, and it is going to be a face-off inside the Caps zone. Now Powell in for this face-off. Now working their way out, trying to get it to the middle. Cal can't get a shot off. It's sticked aside. Working their way out. Caps Academy dumps it in. They're going to chase it into the corner here. Now Van Benton with it. Van Benton goes around. He gets it up for Ryan. And now working their way through. Van Benton keeping an eye on the Caps Academy player, but gets it kept in. Shot goes high, and it is gloved down by DeVos. Sorry, they didn't have the thing followed enough. And DeVos was slashed as he caught that, but no call coming. Now in for this face-off. Leads. Now sent back, looking behind, and now sent up. Here comes Conchar. Conchar finding Rubenstein, but he misses him, and that is going to be icing as they couldn't quite catch up to it, and we'll get a face-off back here inside the Ashburn end. It's 6:26 remaining here in the first period, still tied at 0. Now Leads in for the face-off. That face-off won. Vasilescu sends it up. He gets it up to Rubenstein. Rubenstein sends it up to Leads. Leads working his way into the offensive zone. Drops it off. Rubenstein with it. Rubenstein, oh, it's poke checked off his stick. He can't quite get his shot off, and back they come. Now that is tipped in. DeVos going to get to it, and he's going to go ahead and cover it up, and that'll shut that play down as we'll get a face-off here inside the Ashburn end. Now Leads ties it up, trying to get it out of the zone. Can't. Leads. Oh, he couldn't quite clear it. It's kept in by Caps Academy. Now a shot towards the net. Glove down and saved by DeVos. He holds on, and that'll give us a face-off back here inside the zone. Now Rutherford in for this face-off. He wins that back, and ref got in the way. So Caps Academy took over, and now Georgian sends it back behind for a Cap. Now Rebic sending it up the zone, and he gets it out. Rademan gets it out of the zone, but Caps Academy gets back to it. Now working their way out. Looking low. Sent behind Strabutzel. Strabutzel working his way up, trying to get it out of the zone. It's tipped up. Now Rutherford, he gets it up for Rademan. Rademan can't quite get it out of the area. Now Rutherford with it. He sends it back for Rebic. Rebic resets it across to Strabutzel. Strabutzel sends it up. And that is tipped by Rutherford, but it is tipped on the wrong side of center. And that'll be an icing call coming back inside the Ashburn end. We are down to 5:13 remaining in the first period. Still a 0-0 game. Cal back in for this face-off. He wins that back for Van Benton. Van Benton sending it up and out. And now working their way up. finally gets up. Voltima gives chase. Now he's got it. He's working towards the net. Comes in, gets too low. Tries to center it out front. Can't, as he's behind the net with it. Connor Voltima trying to get up back there. Can't get it. Now Murphy. Murphy holds the line. Murphy is now playing defense, by the way, because of some injuries and missing players. So that is putting Murphy at up there. So now back here comes Van Benton. Van Benton giving chase behind. He sends it around. Now Voltima sends it around, and he is checked high. No call as it comes around. Now Cal with it. Now Van Benton gets it up and out. He sends it down, and Caps Academy will go ahead and recover. Now it's sent down, but it goes on net, so no icing. Still trying to work his way through Pasolescu. Pasolescu sending it up. He gets it up. He's looking for Leeds. Leeds sends it up. Pasolescu stops it from going into the zone and finds Leeds. Leeds gets into the zone, but it's poke checked off his stick and now working their way through. Here comes Caps Academy coming in across the line. His shot towards the net gets tipped away by Morse and gets behind the net. Apostolescu sends that one around and now leads with it. Leads, working, sends it up. Ryan can't quite get around the one player, but he still keeps possession inside the offensive zone. Tries to send it towards the net. Can't. It goes around behind. Now working their way through. Apostolescu saves it, but not able to get back on sides. So there will be a face-off coming up out at neutral ice. It'll be right at center. Rutherford in for this face-off. That face-off tied up and taken by Caps Academy as they come back through. Now a shot towards the net, and I thought that one probably went in. I don't have that on camera because that was a quick turn. They're saying it went off. Now Rutherford working his way through. He tried to get on, but it is sent in offsides. And we'll get a face-off here out at center ice. Or maybe just outside the zone. Just outside the cap zone. So you're going to say it was carried in offsides. Rutherford back in for this face-off. That one tied up again. One back by the Caps, one back by Ashburn and dumped in. Now sending it out across. Rutherford. And offsides was the Caps Academy as they pushed it into the zone. Rutherford. He wins that one back for Rebic. Rebic looking, trying to get it up. He gets it for Radaman. Radaman looking across, tried to send it for Wu, and that is onside. So they are still working it. Now with it, Radaman tried to get through and tried to hold it, could not. And now back comes Caps Academy on a 3-on-2. They send it across, but Poleski misses the puck. And so it's still in here. Now Rutherford pushing it over. He gets it over for Conchar. Now to Radaman. Radaman working in. He takes a shot that's saved by the netminder. He'll hold on. Oh, no, he won't. He's going to play it away. And now back comes Caps Academy as they work in to the zone. Working low, trying to get through. And so Dagler lost an edge for the Caps Academy and ran right into DeVos, and then the puck hit, the net came off. So looks like what are they calling? It looks like they're calling Van Benton. looks like Van Benton's being called for something, and I'm not sure what it was after he went into DeVost. So there's a penalty coming up on Van Benton, but there was no signal as to what the penalty was. And so now they're uh, either way, Ashburn is killing. So now behind the net, looking behind, trying to get up, and gets out to center by O'Neill. Now sent in offsides at the line, so we'll get a face-off here outside the Ashburn zone. That face-off won by Cal. Cal working his way in, and he's going to dump it in short-handed. Caps Academy coming back now. They're coming back through center ice. They're working their way across, trying to get through. Sent right back out by Ashburn. That's going to get down, and now a play, trying to get it off. Couldn't quite. And now Murphy. Murphy sending it across for Morris. Morris sending it through. Now working their way out, Morris. Morris trying to get up to the near side boards. He's checked up off the puck. And now Caps Academy with it behind their own net. They'll turn around and send it up, trying to get it out of the zone. Checked up off the play. And now dumped in, but offsides. Or no, they're going to call the tripping call on Cal. That was a trip. That was a legit call. I just don't know. A little confused as to why they didn't call it while Morse had the puck on his stick. Now face-off leads in there. So 5-on-3 for Caps Academy. Now sent around. That goes all the way around far enough. And the icing is waved off. So that'll do some, there's a benefit there. Pasilescu sent up off it. Now sent around by Strabutzel. Strabutzel sends it around. That goes down. It is tipped by a Caps Academy 6, so no icing as they play it behind the net. Now leads, not chasing it in. And now we got a 4-on-2 developing. Now got towards the net. That goes wide over into the corner as Caps Academy working with it up top on the 5-on-3. Now working through, shot saved by DeVos. He's going to hold on, and we'll get a face-off here to the left of the Ashburn net with 7.8 seconds remaining here in the first period. Still a 0-0 game. Now Rutherford back out for this face-off. Now that is one back by Rutherford. Sent towards the net, though, as they chased it down, trying to work behind. Can't get there. Now working, and that'll do it for the first period. As after one period, it is 0-0. Ashburn 10 seconds remaining on their 5-on-3 power kill or penalty kill, and then there'll still be another minute and 1 second left on the power play for Caps Academy. So still a lot of work to do for Ashburn, but the end of the period couldn't come at a better time. Stick with us here on Rudd Sports Broadcasting. I'll be right back with you in a few moments for the second one. For the second period. Face-off there won by Caps Academy as they come back in. Wu was in for that face-off. Now working it towards the net. DeVos with the save. It goes wide of the net. Now back into the corner, and we are back to a 5-on-4 advantage now as they continue to work around. Now sent up leads, holding up the Caps Academy player now down low. Now a shot towards the net, saved by DeVos. Now working it across, trying to get there, and that shot is gloved down by Tommy DeVos. He'll hold on and we'll get a face-off just to the right of the Ashburn net. 38 seconds remaining on this power play for Caps Academy. Now Rutherford getting in there for the face-off. Taking his own sweet time getting down there. He wins that one back across, gets it through as they try to get it out of the zone. Can't. Now tipped across, and now looking, sending it down low as they try to send it out. Can't get it through. Now Rutherford sends it across. There's a shot and a save from the point. That one's saved by by DeVos, and now sent right back in as Caps Academy coming back. Now a blocker save by DeVos. 8 seconds remaining on this power play. Now it's getting out front. Rutherford gets his way through and gets it out of the zone, but Poe checked away from him just as it came in. And now that shot fluttered and almost got by DeVos. It hit the pipe, and now it's sent out and not far enough for icing. As we'll give chase here to Ratterman and Rutherford, and now working their way back. Ratterman poke checks it off. Rubenstein almost gets to it. Now it does. Trying to send it across. That is offsides or icing? I think they're going to say icing. Is icing. So that he apparently was not on the right side of the red line when he made that pass, and it missed everybody. So face-off coming up inside the Ashburn end. 12-17 remaining here in the second period. We're still sitting at 0. Leads in for this face-off now. That's one back across to Ryan. Now working her way through. Shot saved by DeVos. It gets sticked aside. And now working her way up. And it gets out. And there is no icing. There shouldn't be icing, but they're going to call it icing anyway. Because that was definitely touched by the Caps Academy player as it exited the zone. But it's still icing because that's what the official called. Now face-off tied up by Leeds as he tries to get it out. Ryan tries to get out. It's held in at the line. Now working their way to the center. Cass Academy with a shot saved by DeVos. Now into the far side corner, trying to send it across, looking for a pass, trying to reset it. Gets around, and now that's tipped out. And now Rubenstein giving chase. Rubenstein can't quite win that foot race, so and it gets sent right back out, but it's all the way down. That's going to be icing. No, it is waved off. And now Caps Academy holding on to the puck inside the zone. Shot towards the net. That goes wide. Now working their way out. Here comes Rubenstein. Rubenstein, he's in there with Leeds. Leeds gets bumped off the puck. And there is a penalty upcoming here on Caps Academy. So penalty upcoming here on Caps Academy, I believe, for interference. They're going to call it interference, so no 2 and 10, just a 2-minute penalty. But now Ashburn getting their opportunity on the power play as with 11-17 remaining here in the second period. Foul in for this face-off for Ashburn. He ties that thing up. No one wants it. Can't come away with it. There's people on top of it. Ultima trying to get it out of there. Finally, it does come loose, and it is sent all the way out. And that is going to be icing as it's sent all the way down by Caps Academy. And we'll do it again right here to the left of the Caps Academy net. Netminder Kinsel. Now in for the face-off, Cal. Cal tries to tie with a shot by O'Neill, but can't quite get it through. Now O'Neill picks it up. He looks across. He finds Revich tries to toe drag around one, but he loses the puck, and out comes uh, Caps Academy, and they'll on that pass he tips it out of play, so the faceoff will stay right here inside the cap zone. Now Cal in for this faceoff. He that one's won by the Caps Academy. Now Van Benten with a shot towards the net. That is blocked aside by the netminder, and now back working their way through shorthanded, but they couldn't get past Cal. Cal gets it, and it is now sent in, but offsides at the line, and so face-off going to happen right outside the Caps Academy zone. 1:14 remaining on this power play. 10:31 remaining in the second period. Still tied at 0. Cal wins that faceoff as he ties it up, and now he gets it to O'Neill. O'Neill sends it in. He works it around behind. McGinally for the Caps Academy tries to get it out, and he does to center. Taken by Murphy. Murphy tries to send it up, but it goes up and out of play off of a Caps Academy stick, and that faceoff is going to come right there at center ice. Now the second power play unit out there with Rutherford, Conchar, and Ratterman for Ashburn. Face-off won by Rutherford. He gets it across. Now across to, not sure who that was. Now Rutherford drops it off. There's a shot towards the net by Conchar on the drop pass, and now there's going to be a penalty for interference upcoming. Now trying to send it towards the net. It's loose. Rutherford gets, oh no, sorry, that was Conchar. Little gathering of players over here as they make sure that Casey Conchar is okay. He's going to get up. He's no worse for the wear. There's already a penalty, delayed penalty was upcoming for interference on Caps Academy. So I think they've only got the one. They're going to give him for roughing. So now 5-on-3 for Ashburn. 5-on-3 for Ashburn. Now sent back. Leeds wins that faceoff. He gets it back to Cal. To O'Neill. O'Neill working it back to Cal. Cal back across to Morse. Morse sends a shot towards the net. That's blocker aside by the netminder. And now Cal, and he mishandles the puck, and Caps Academy coming away with it shorthanded. And they'll just dump it back in as they are already down 2 men. And now working their way across. Here comes Leeds. Leeds working his way across. He sends it towards the net, and it's blockered aside, but kept in by Morse. Morse sends it towards the net, but he can't quite get to it. Held in at the line by Leeds. He sends it across. Rubenstein with it now. Rubenstein on the far side boards. Looks across. He was trying to get it across the Leeds, but that's poked away by the defense off to the corner. And now inside. O'Neill sending it across for Morse. Morse working it across. He sends it on net. Kintzel pushes that one aside. Now to the top, Morse with the shot. Oh, and that bounces just wide. And they said it was played with a high 6, so it wouldn't have counted anyway if that had gone inside the net. But now working their way through. We are down to a 5-on-4, by the way. Now sending it across. O'Neill's got Rubenstein with him. If he hurries, Rubenstein looks, he can't quite get the shot off. Now Caps Academy working their way through. Here they come shorthanded, coming in across the blue line. Looking, shot, blocked out front by Van Benten. Van Benten blocks it out. He's got it behind his own net. Now he works his way up. Looking up, O'Neill. Now Caps Academy coming back across the blue line. Down low it goes as they sit there and look for it. Van Benten going to go ahead and get it. Van Benten looking up. He finds O'Neill right at his own blue line. Now sends it across, and it goes in on net. And Kincher will hold on to it, and that'll give us a face-off here to the right of the Caps Academy net with 7:48 remaining here in the second period. 2 seconds remaining on this power play. Now Rutherford in for this face-off. Rutherford ties that one up, and Caps Academy comes away with it. Working it up the zone. They are back at full strength now. Now, Sterbutzel with it. He sends it up and out. And that is going to go all the way down for icing on the missed pass, and we'll get a face-off back inside the Ashburn end. 7:31 remaining here in the second period, still tied at 0. Rutherford wins that one back. He gets it over for Revich. Revich sends it up, and it gets out of the zone. And now a race for it here. It's sent across. Now they will get to it. Now Rutherford, he works his way in. He cuts in the middle. He takes a shot that goes high up over the net. Now losing it, but kept blocked away out front. It's loose. Rutherford gets it. Now a shot and a goal scored by Wu. Kale, Nick. So stand by while we wait for the call on what the penalties are going to be, but the goal still stands. So Scott Wu with the goal on the assist from Rutherford, and still pending what the calls are going to be to both of them. All right, I think we're still back, and I think we're still live here. Lost my internet for a period of time. There's a penalty upcoming here on Ashburn. There is a 5-minute penalty against the Caps Academy for what I'm not sure. I think there was just 2-minute roughings against one of the Caps players and Rutherford from Ashburn after the goal. And then now a 2-minute penalty coming up against Ashburn, but the 5-minute penalty is still being served by Caps Academy. So I don't know. It's kind of confusing because I didn't see what the actual call was. But now working their way up, Caps Academy, as we're 4-on-4 here for the next minute 51. Now a shot towards the net, saved by DeVost as he gets it out of the zone. and it's sent all the way down, and icing is going to be waved off on this. Caps Academy working behind. Now looking. Now Ratterman sending it across. He sends it for Murphy. Murphy sends it up. Working low, Ratterman. Ratterman sends it in. It gets into the corner now. Conchar giving chase. Trying to get it out of the zone. They can. It's blocked up here along the boards. Finally, Caps Academy gets out with it, but only as far as center. And now they're coming in. Coming in, but loses it. It's taken back by Ratterman. Ratterman trying to get it out of the zone. Finally sent out of the zone there by Conchar as Caps Academy looking to come back now. Now sent towards the net, but that's sticked aside and it goes out. That's going to go all the way down. No icing as that is being waved off. And now Caps Academy working their way through. Trying to get across. He sent it around for Masante. Masante sends it up. It hops the stick of Murphy and it's going to roll in on net. But getting to it there is Van Benton as he tries to get it around. Now trying to push it up. Now shot towards the net. Saved by DeVos. He sends it behind the net. And now working their way through. Caps Academy resetting another shot. Another save by DeVos as he sticked that one away with his pad. Now still working it down low. And back comes Wu. Wu trying to send it out. And it does get out to center, but sent right back in by Caps Academy. And it'll have to be chased down by Van Benton. 4 seconds left. And now Ashburn is back at 5-on-4, back on the power play. Now sending it back down low. Wu. Wu sends it in front for Bultima. He can't get his stick on it. Now being sent out. Looking up. Can't get out of the zone. And now working his way through. And now there's going to be another penalty upcoming on Ashburn. And so it's going to be for too many men. So Ashburn had too many men on the ice. So Bultima is going to serve the too many men penalty. That will essentially kill any power play that Ashburn will have when they get back on the ice after the 4-on-4, because there will only be 12 seconds left when that expires. Now, that faceoff won by Kyle. He sends it around looking for O'Neill. O'Neill with it. O'Neill looking up. He sends it through looking for Cal. Cal sends that one through, not able to get down, and now working their way across. Coming in, Caps Academy. Resets in the corner as they're trying to get out, and it finally comes out to Cal. Cal looking across. He just dumps it into the far side corner looking for O'Neill. Couldn't quite get to him, though, and now back they come. Here comes Caps Academy. Checked up off the puck, though, by Cal, and now behind the net, there's a scrum for the puck. Finally, a Caps Academy comes away with it. They reset to the point. Shot upcoming by Musante. That's gloved down and held onto by Tommy DeVost. And he'll hold on and get us a face-off inside the Ashburn end. Now inside the zone. Face-off won by Leeds. Tries to send it up, and finally Leeds gets it. He looks up. He was trying to hit Rubenstein, but he sent it to where he was, not where he was going. And now Caps Academy looking to break out of the zone as they look to get out of the zone here with it. Sending it up. And finally sent down. That's too far. That's going to be icing. And a faceoff's going to come right back down here inside the Ashburn, or excuse me, inside the Caps Academy end. 3:08 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn up 1-0. Now Rutherford wins that one over for Morse. Now sent to the point for Matt Pasolescu. That shot goes and is blocked out front. That's turned around. Ratterman gets to it here in the corner. He's looking out front. There's a shot towards the net and held onto by the netminder. Sorry, couldn't see around the official here, but face-off coming up to the left of the Caps Academy net. Rutherford's going to get back in for this one here. He wins that one through. That's kept by Pasolescu. He sends it in towards Ratterman. Ratterman sends it up, and it goes up. It does not go out of play. And now sent out by Caps Academy. Pasolescu recovers in his own zone. He puts on the brakes behind his net. Now trying to send it up for Ratterman, but a shot saved by DeVost as that turnover almost cost him. Now looking at Pasolescu, trying to send it up out of the zone. He can't. He's rubbed out of the play over there. Now working towards the net. Shot saved by DeVost. It gets out to Ratterman. Ratterman working his way through. Here he comes. He sends it up for Leeds. Leeds looking, tries to send it up for Rutherford. And so face-off is going to come up outside the zone. They're going to say Rutherford pushed it off. Never mind the fact that he got hit in the face, which is why he went into the crease. But okay. So now working their way through, sending it up, trying to get through. Bultima sends it forward. We're at 5-on-5 hockey now, by the way, in case anybody was wondering. Now sending it across, can't get it through to Leeds was Bultima, and now working across Conchar inside the corner. Caps Academy coming away with it. Caps Academy trying to get through, and now sent behind as Leeds gets reverse hit on that play, and now working their way through. Murphy poke checks it off, sends it out. There's not going to be icing, but it is going to be recovered here by Caps Academy. Caps Academy working their way through. It's intercepted though by Cal. Cal takes a shot. Another shot by Wu, but he couldn't quite get everything on it. Otherwise, he almost had his second goal. Now inside, working their way through to the other side. Working out front. O'Neill. O'Neill staying it across. No one in that corner though for Ashburn. And Caps Academy easily clears it. Now it's sent down and no icing. They're saying they were not on the side of red. I can't see from here, so I'll say that they got that call right. Now O'Neill bumped up off the play as he tries to get held in at the line there by Murphy. Murphy sends it down for O'Neill. Now away with it comes Caps Academy. Caps Academy coming in on a break. Looking shot. That's tipped up by the defense. It goes out of play, and that'll give us a face-off inside the Ashburn end. 34.8 seconds remaining here in the second period. Ashburn holding on to their 1-0 lead. In for this face-off, Leeds. That's one back by Leeds. They're trying to get it out, though. Cass Academy holds the line. Now working down low, trying to get a shot towards the net. It's blocked out front by the defense, and Leeds is coming out. He's got Rubenstein. Rubenstein pops it over one, and now working their way through, sends it out. Tries to send it in on net as the goaltender had sent it out, but Rubenstein had not yet cleared, and because it went wide, not only is it offsides, but it's also icing. Now that face-off won by Leeds. He gets it up and out. It gets out, and that is offsides. And that is going to go all the way down as he sent it offsides all the way to the to a player that was already inside the zone. So that's all the way in as an intentional offsides. And so face-off with 6.4 coming here to the left, to the right of the netminder. Face off, won by Cass Academy. They're just going to go ahead and Musante is going to go ahead and try to run this one out. And that is the end of the second period. Ashburn up 1-0 on the goal from Wu and Rutherford. Stick with us here in just a second, and we'll be back for the third period. All right, and we're back for the third period. 14 minutes to the end of the game. And now face off, won by Cal. Cal gets it back. He sends it in. That's taken by Morse. Morse working his way through. He sends it up, looks for O'Neal. O'Neal tries to get around one. He gets spun off. Cal loses an edge, and it gets back inside the zone. And Morse will have to recover for Ashburn. He sends it up, looking for Conchar, and he gets it out to center. Cal couldn't quite get to that, and it's dumped right back in by Cass Academy. Now Morse looking, sending it across, and it is sent out by O'Neal, trying to work their way through. Cass Academy now comes in, onside at the line, shot towards the net, saved by DeVos. Now back behind the net, Robinson trying to get through to it, but he cannot. And now here comes Morse. Morse sending it up. He sends it out to the Caps Academy end as they will go ahead and recover and reset. Now that's poke checked off, and that is onsides. Off that shot goes over the net, and Conchar tries to get it out of the zone. And now it is sent down, and there's no icing. And now working their way behind the net. Caps Academy trying to get out. Caps Academy working their way through. Coming in low. Working wide. He comes. That is sent up and out. And checked up off the play there was Rubenstein. But now he comes away with it as he tries to get it out. He sends it across looking for Ryan. That's on sides. Ryan gets to it. Sends it down low. Rubenstein checked up off the play. Now working their way through. Caps Academy working their way back. Up the ice through center. Coming across the center line. Shot towards the net. Saved by DeVos. And picked up and cleared away by Murphy. Now behind the net as he looks, he sends it around. That bounces off the stanchion right to the Cats Academy. And there is, it's loose. And now finally jumped on top of and covered by DeVos. Rutherford there to keep Georgiak off of him as he was still poking at it well after the whistle. And DeVos gave him a couple shots himself. Now Rutherford in for this face-off. Rutherford wins that one back. Revich sending it up out of the zone. It goes down. That is not going to be icing. It's not going to get far enough. It is sent back up. Now working her way through. Rutherford with the check. He gets the puck. Sends it back for Ratterman. Now down low. Rutherford giving chase behind the net. Caps Academy trying to get out of the zone. Haven't been able to just yet. It's kept in there temporarily. Rutherford holds that line and works, and it's poked off his stick and finally out to center now as it's recovered by Sterbutzel. Sterbutzel working their way up. That's tipped in. That's tipped in by Wu. Now working their way through. Woo sends it down low, looking for Ratterman. Couldn't quite get to it. Now sent up. Rebic looks shot towards the net. That goes wide on Rebic's shot. Now Wu's trying to send it down low, but it's right there along the near side boards. Finally does get low, and now working their way back. Here comes Caps Academy, working their way in across the blue line. He's poke checked up off the putt, but they hold the zone as they work it down. Pileski with it now. Pileski couldn't get it by Rebic. Rebic with the check. Now Rutherford sends it up, gets it over to Ratterman, and it's still held in at the line. Now Rutherford with it. Rutherford finds O'Neal. O'Neal's on a break. Here he comes. Looks, shoot, and saved by O'Neal. Now another shot towards the net, but O'Neal couldn't pull the trigger on that pass from Ratterman. And now it gets back out to center as they try to get through. Now here comes, and that is too many men, but not going to be called. They didn't miss it. So working their way up, coming through. Voltima sending it in. Oh, wasn't able to get it into the zone though. Now it does go into the zone, but the Caps Academy is going to recover, and he sends it in, but he is offsides. His Cal could not quite get out of the zone, and there'll be a face-off upcoming just outside the Caps Academy zone. 9:53 remaining here in the game. Ashburn holding on to their 1-0 lead. Now that face-off tied up by Cal, finally coming away with it. Cal with it, drops it off for Botima. Now a shot towards the net by O'Neal is sticked away by the netminder. And now working their way through, coming across. They have an injured player on the ice as they both got tangled up. There was no penalty on that. It was just that they had both got tangled up, and the player is down in the corner. So I'm going to turn my camera away from that as we allow things to see if he gets up. It looks like he's getting up under his own power, but he did go. He was tied up with Rubenstein, and he went in hard. Both of them went in hard, but I think the brunt of it was him against the wall as he was between Rubenstein and the wall. Or that might have been Ryan. That was Ryan, excuse me. All right, so face-off coming up outside the Caps end as it gets through. It was won by Ashburn, now trying to push it on farther. Now coming away with it there is Van Benton as he looks to do something with it. He sends it off the stanchion up through, and now here comes Caps Academy as they get a possession and send it back. And there's a shot that goes wide of the net. DeVos with the save. Now still working it down low. Working to the middle shot, and that goes wide of the net. And now working their way up, trying to get out. And finally, here it comes. This is Rubenstein. Rubenstein with a shot that gets sticked aside by the netminder. Now, Van Benton with it down low. He sends it for Cal. Now back up top. Can't get out. And now it does get out to center as Murphy tries to send it back in. And it is onside. Caps Academy working their way back. Now sent out by Conchar. Conchar sends it in, and that is going to be icing, and that'll give us a face-off back here inside the Ashburn end. 8:32 remaining here in the game. Ashburn up 1-0 still. Rutherford back in for this face-off for Ashburn. Now face-off tied up and won by Ashburn as it gets down low, sending it towards the net, and it gets through, but not able to get the shot on. Now that shot goes off as it goes high up over the net. Sir Butzel trying to get out, now working, sending it up. Ryan gets it out of the zone, but can't get it any farther than that, and it's pushed on. Now finally getting it in. Ryan sends it in. It's sent around to the other side as they try to get outside the zone. Caps Academy, they're coming back with it now. Break coming wide, working their way down behind the net. Now sends it up to the point. Shot towards the net, that goes wide. and it gets out to the other side. Now Rutherford with it. Rutherford looks, he finds Ratterman. Ratterman sends it up, not able to get there, and now Rutherford with it. Rutherford looking, he sends it across. He gets it around for Strabutzel. Strabutzel with the shot towards the net, and that goes wide. Now Rutherford sends it back for Rebic. Rebic with the shot towards the net. That's blocked away, and now Strabutzel's going to get to it. Strabutzel working along the far side board, sends it out front for Ryan. Ryan takes a shot that goes wide. Rebic is going to get over to it now. Rebic sends a shot towards the net, and covered up by the netminder. $7-11 remaining here in the third period. Now that face-off won by Cal. Wu tries to get it down low, but it goes to Caps Academy, but they lose it as now Cal gets it back, sends it towards the net, and lots of traffic up front. Now another shot, another save by the netminder. His netminder has been off his game, off the chain, and now working his way through. Sent back by Apostolescu, brought in by Caps Academy. Oh no, it's stuffed up right at the line. And now Apostolescu gets it out. He sends it for O'Neal. O'Neal looking, going wide. He looks, he sends it towards the net, and it goes wide. Still working his way out. And now Apostolescu sends it up. Finds O'Neal. They get right back out of the zone. Wu sends it back in the zone, and it comes right back out. Now O'Neal with it. O'Neal sending it in. It goes wide of the net. Now working it down low. To the net. Leeds couldn't quite get the shot off. And it comes back for the Caps Academy. Caps Academy working their way through. Sent down. Now taken by Apostolescu. Alex Apostolescu trying to get it up. Cannot. As it's sent towards the net. Now that's held up as Morse gets it back. He's working his way outside the zone, and he sends it off of Rubenstein and out of play, and that'll give us a face-off right back here inside the Ashburn end. With 5:48 remaining here in the third period, Ashburn still clinging to that 1-0 lead. Now Rutherford back in for this face-off. He wins that back. He gets it over for Murphy. Murphy sending it around, getting for Ratterman. Ratterman gets it, and he tips it out for Leeds. Leeds working his way through. He's blocked off of it. Oh, and Rutherford almost got the puck at the center, but he couldn't quite keep it in the zone. Almost did, but if he did, he had a 2-on-1 developing with Ratterman. So we'll have a face-off coming up just outside the Caps Academy zone. That face-off won by Rutherford. He gets it back for Van Benton. Van Benton sends it up for Ratterman. Ratterman working his way in. He dumps it into the zone. Now around behind the net. Looking. Leads down low. That's Conchar. Sorry. Conchar with it. He sends it down low. Rutherford watching the player out there, and he holds it into the corner as he tries to get it out. And now he's checked up off the play as they work their way back out. Coming through. Getting back into the play. Now a shot towards the net that goes wide of Thomas DeVos. Now working their way through. Trying to get through. Rutherford tried to tip it out. He couldn't. It's still here at the line. He's able to get to it, and it finally does get out of the zone. And now Caps Academy looking to reset, waiting for them to get there. And now it's taken, and it's played by a high stick, so we will get a face-off right here inside the Ashburn end. With 4:44 remaining here in the game, still 1-0 Ashburn. Now Cal back in for the faceoff. Cal ties that man up, gets out, working. That's poked away by Strabutzel. Now around behind the net. Now looking down low, still working. Now Cal with it. Cal sending it up across. Looking across. Now a centering feed that goes wide, but it's taken by Ryan. Ryan working his way up. He's got O'Neal. O'Neal going wide. Now a shot towards the net that goes wide, and now around behind the net. Looking. Now a shot towards the net, couldn't quite get to it. And now here comes Cal. Cal back to Revich. Revich dumps it down low. O'Neal behind the net. He sends it back out front, but it's blocked away by the defense. And back comes Caps Academy. Caps Academy working their way through center. Now on sides at the line, and they dump it into the zone. Now working it through. He gets it across into the far side board. And now checked off by Strbutzel. Shot. Oh, and that goes that centering pass. And it goes wide on the net as Ryan now working on it with Revich, trying to get the puck out of there. And Revich in his feet finally goes around behind, and Cal gets it around looking for Strbutzel. Now Cal with it. Cal looking, sending it up, trying to get out of the zone, and it comes back around behind. Now working low, Strbutzel. Strbutzel, he gets it up and out of the zone. Intercepted though at center by the Caps Academy as they work their way through. Now a shot that is tipped up. And now out front, it's loose. Now DeVos is on top of it, and that'll give us a face-off here to the right of the Ashburn net with 3:13 remaining here in the third period. Ashburn still holding on to that 1-0 lead. Now Leeds in for this face-off. That face-off won by Leeds. He gets it back across to Apostolescu. He sends it around, trying to get out of the zone. It's held in at the line by Caps Academy, trying to work, trying to center, but it misses. And now working their way out. Voltima gets it up to Leeds. Leeds working his way into the zone, trying to toe drag through one or two, but can't get through the second one. And he's checked up off the play. And now Caps Academy looking to get out. Now taken by Morse. Morse sends it back. Now Caps Academy coming in. Shot towards the net. That's blocked away by Apostolescu. Now he'll intercept on that dump attempt. And now it's sent in, and it gets all the way inside the zone. Voltima intercepts now, and he's tripped up, but I think that was on an edge that was lost, and now working their way through. Now Morse sending it up. He finds Leeds. Leeds dumps it in. And now Rubenstein. Rubenstein with it in the corner, sends it towards the net. Caps Academy still trying to break out of the zone. Now Rubenstein holds that line, and now working their way up. Now finally into the zone, but not able to get it all out just yet. And now Rubenstein, he sends it across. That's going to be on sides as Ratterman giving chase behind. Now trying to get through. Now Apostolescu. I'm sorry, that's not Apostolescu, that's Van Benton. Van Benton checked up off the play right here. Now behind the net is Clapton. Clapton for Caps Academy. He's in there with Van Benton. There's a scrum for it right here in front of you. Rutherford's watching that player as he tries to get through. He loses an edge. And now back out to the front, to the middle. Shot and goal. Scored. That one gets by. That one gets by DeVos on the short side. And we have a 1-1 game with 1:24 remaining. Now working their way in. Let's see here to the face-off dot at center. We got Cal out there. Cal sends it forward, trying to get through. Can't get it into the zone. Now sent across by Caps Academy. They dump it in. Now the possible chase. Now Revich, he loses an edge behind the net. Working their way through. Cutting to the middle. Shot. That goes just wide of the net. Down to 1 minute remaining. Trying to get it out of their zone right now. Now down low. Shot. That goes wide. And the net came off. So that's why we have a whistle. 54.8 seconds remaining. 54.8 seconds remaining as the faceoff will come up to the left of the Ashburn net. Leeds is going to be in for this faceoff. Now working away out, it's pushed forward by Leeds to Ryan. Ryan trying to get his way through, cannot. Now here comes Caps Academy. Caps Academy looking, shot. That goes high up over the net, and it goes into the corner. And now working their way through. Tipped off. Trying to get through. Shot towards the net, goes wide. Now Caps Academy, lots of pressure. Now pushed off there. Morse trying to get it out of the zone. It does get out of the zone as Rubenstein gets it up. He sends it in. And now back it comes. 20 seconds remaining. Working towards the middle. Now a shot towards the middle. That's loose as that is sent up. And now working down below. Morse pushing it on. 6 seconds. 1 second. That's going to go. And that is not going to get there for icing. They wave it off. And that is the end of the game. So this game will end in a 1-1 tie after good hard fought game. 1-1 tie. And now it is so these two teams will meet for the championship tomorrow, and this is probably the way it should have been, is a 1-1 tie. That means we're going to have a good matchup tomorrow afternoon at 12:50 right here from Oaks Center Ice in Oaks, Pennsylvania. We will be back with you tomorrow, so I'll put up the broadcast information here shortly, and we will see you tomorrow. And we'll try to do this again right here, same bat time, or same bat channel, Rudd Sports Broadcasting. Take care of one another, stay safe out there, and we will see you tomorrow.